Hello, how you doing today? Hopefully everything's set up right. I can hear myself in my headphones. Everything looks fine. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I was going to come on about 5 minutes ago, and I started up the app, and everything was wrong. Like, my screen sizes were wrong. I thought I moved the camera. I didn't. Actually, I kind of like how it's set now. So I tried to readjust the camera. I just couldn't get it right. Come to find out, I resized the screen, like the viewership part of the screen. So I couldn't see shit on it, and I don't know why. I don't know what I did. I really have no clue. But we're here now. So welcome to Intrusive Thoughts Live. That's kind of what this is all about, is intrusive thoughts, and just saying what comes to your mind accidentally, and no filter. And a lot of people try to name something, unfiltered. And it's cool and all, but really, in a lot of cases, it's just intrusive thoughts. And hello, intrusive thoughts. So, I want to thank everyone for being here today. As of right now, we have 227 subscribers to the channel in 28 or 29 days. Not bad. A month ago, I had 9. I've talked about this before. I had 9 people that were followers of the channel. Now I have 227. So I'm basically I 25x'd about almost 25x, about 22 or 23x in a month. So on the 27th of this month, which is Tuesday, I think. Yeah, today's the 24th, so Tuesday. The goal is to take a screenshot of how many subscribers I have then, and then the goal is to 10x that. Again, if I can 25x it like I've done already in this month, that'd be really freaking great. That would make me super happy. But yeah, that's really awesome. So today, I also set up a Discord server. Now, I was watching some talking heads on YouTube the other day, maybe a week ago or so. They were saying that if you're going to do a live stream or any type of community creating on YouTube, you're going to want to set up a Discord server. And no one's been able to explain to me why I need Discord instead of just like a Facebook group. But here we are. We have a Discord server. Don't worry, someday I'll probably create a Facebook group. I don't get the Discord server, but we have one, and I linked to it in the chat section here. So, and it looks like you can actually click on it. It looks like it's a clickable link. So if you want to join the Discord server, go ahead. I set up a mod bot that may or may not work, and also you'll get a special welcome message from me. By going to the Discord server. Again, I'm not really sure on the reason for it. I think it's because, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I recently heard on the internet, so take it for what it's worth, that the average age on Facebook is 65. I don't know that that's true. I tend to think that it's not, but whatever. And my demographics that I've seen here are considerably younger than that. So I think they're thinking Discord, so that way you can get the younger crowd. But if you use Discord, it looks like those old internet relay chats from the 90s that sucked. Like IRC, and trying to talk to people on those things. And yeah, it was functional, but like the interface just sucked, and no one really wanted to use them. I didn't. So take it for what it's worth. Today, I want to talk about. It's story time. That's what it is. Today is story time. I have this friend, and keep in mind, he's a really good friend. He's a great guy. He's also the caricature of a person. I could probably make a mint by following him around and creating a cartoon based on what he does. And just his personality. And not only his personality, but the personality I hype him up to have sometimes, which is slightly off base, but it's based in reality. So he's always ready to make a buck. And he loves lottery. Any way that he can make money quick. He loves his high risk cryptos. So the other day he finds a penny. And he's recently, I guess, gotten back into coin collecting like he did when he was a kid. So he finds this penny, and he's telling me all about this penny, and he sends me text messages about this penny, and like pictures of it, and another penny that he found online, and he's like, well, what do you think? Do you think this one lines up with this one? Yada yada. It has the year on it, where the year lines up perfectly with something else, like, well, if it's a certain weight, it's before they switch to whatever it is now instead of the copper. But it was the old copper penny. And first of all, I'm like, why do you have a scale that does grams in your house? Most people don't. He said it was for like a diet. Okay, but whatever. Still, there's still a lot of questions on that one. And I've even seen the scale before in his kitchen cabinet next to cereal. He just doesn't seem like someone that weighs out food. But he's in good shape. He just doesn't seem like someone that weighs out food. Anyway, so this penny, he shows me like and he's intentionally like leaving it all out there, and he's like, I'm going to tell you the price at the end. Like, fuck. So I got to hear this whole story first. I really just want him to jump to the punchline. It's kind of like when you're watching porn. It's not like I really want to hear the conversation. So we get to the punchline. It's like $2,500 for this penny, if it is in fact authenticated as the penny that he says it is, or that he thinks it might be. All right, cool. So then I asked the question, like, well, where'd you find it, on the ground? Well, no, I found it at this restaurant. Where was it? At first, he said it was on the table. Like, so it was a waitress's tip? No. He went to the area because he phoned in his order or did it online. So it's where you go pick up the Uber Eats. Okay. And someone left it on the counter there. If it's on the floor, that's free game, but it was on the counter. Who was it intended for? Did someone just accidentally leave it? Or was it intended like the wait staff just didn't pick it up accidentally? So now I'm kind of trying to get into his head, because I also enjoy doing that. I really don't give a shit about if he makes $2,000 off this penny or not. But I'm trying to get into his head that, well, don't you have the wait staff that works there a few $100 at least if you profit off of their penny? But it brings up the ethical question of, really, does he owe money? Like just ethically, would you owe money for something like that? And I'm not really sure. Like, I tend to think finders keepers, but was it lost? I guess that was the question is, was it a lost penny? That I don't know. So anyway, I just thought that was funny, and I went into to talk about that real quick today. I scoured the news, and I couldn't find anything that was blowing my skirt up today. So I didn't have any good stories or anything. Like, the Olympics are over. There's no more Snoop Dogg watch. Tiffany Henyard hasn't done shit lately, or at least in the last week. It's just been a boring week, which is good, I guess. I used to work in a gas station, and someone came in and asked, like one of the corporate people came and asked how my day was. I'm like, nice and boring, just how I like it. Well, that doesn't sound good. Hell, it doesn't. The last thing I wanted at a gas station was excitement. Slow news is a good, no news is a good news. Is good news. I don't want to, when there's a lot of shit going on, it's usually not good shit. Democrats did have their national convention this week. People are saying, I read how much more popular it was than the Republican one, and how much more viewership it had, which is true. It probably did when all the media is hyping it up. So I'm not surprised that it had more viewership. Welcome, Jack. How are you? Yeah, so I'm not surprised I had more viewership. I'm just surprised that they felt like they needed to tell anybody that the thing that they hyped up and advertised had more viewership. I have my own candidate who I'll vote for. However, at the end of the day, nothing really changes. It doesn't truly matter who the president is to your life, or at least to mine. I'm still going to get up every day. I'm still going to do the exact same day, regardless of who is president next January. It's not going to affect my life one bit. Taxes go up, taxes go down. But in 4 years, when there's a different asshole in charge, taxes will go up or taxes will go down. It's just what happens for the next 4. And usually not even that long. Usually their effects are felt a lot less. So, anyway, that's enough of that shit. So last week, actually I guess it was earlier this week, Monday when I went live, Monday or Tuesday when I crossed the 200 threshold, which I've stayed steady at I'm at 227 now, but I'm not facing, like, by Monday I won't be at 300, where I went up 100 a week in like 2 separate weeks. But last week I had made or Monday I had made a comment about I suck, but I suck less than I sucked the last time. And today I suck less now than I did on Monday when I did the last one. And a friend of mine watched it, and she got kind of pissy with me about saying I suck. You're like, you don't suck. You're doing just fine. I know I'm doing fine, but I still suck. And there's this book where they talk about it takes 10,000 hours to achieve mastery of something. Oh yeah, I'm about 4 hours into that. I still have about 9,996 hours to go until I don't suck. And I'm okay with sucking. That's the difference. Is I'm okay with sucking because you suck, so you don't suck. And maybe there's better ways to word it, but that's all it is. Is I suck right now, and someday I won't suck. And I can feel it's getting better, and I keep getting tips and tricks and hints from friends of mine and stuff. And one of them had suggested I look right at the camera. I don't look at the camera enough, which is hard when your screens are down here to look up there. And I need I need glasses to see where my screens are, so I have to squint a little bit. And then I don't need glasses for where the camera's at, but then beyond it I do. Because the camera's fine. It doesn't matter if I wear glasses or not. I just can't see the screen. But up here, like if the computer's right here, that'd be great. That'd be no problem. But it's just right at that distance where I need the print to be bigger or I need glasses on. Anyway, so no, I don't look at the camera as much. But the idea behind doing the live stream was less the live stream and more the audio that comes out of it. This is going to be at some point a podcast. And that'll all be set up. Like I save all the audio, even though I have access to all my old stuff just on YouTube and I can just download it. First thing I do, when I can download it, I extract the audio. That makes it easier for when I do get probably RSS.com like my buddy Dion does. That way I can just easily update it. I already have my square images set up for each episode, so each episode has its own image. Being producer for my buddy's show has made me learn a lot what to do on my own to make it more smooth. I'm basically here to try and do something more of a radio type broadcast, and I would ask that Howard Stern's a great example. Howard Stern never looked at the camera. Why? Because he was doing a radio show and there was a camera in the room. I'm kind of trying to look at it the same way. At some point, I'd like to have guests. I'm going to be more concerned about the guests than the camera. I found a great source for guests. I need to test out equipment to see how my the collab cam works and all that stuff. But that's the next step. So, but I also want to get through the first, as Jack here just said, failing upwards. You must suck to get better. Recognizing that alone is progress. Thank you, Jack. I actually hit a button, so undo typing, because I don't know what button I hit, except it said it typed something. The fuck was I talking about? I hate it when that happens. So, yeah, so there is progress happening. I suck less than I used to, and that's the important thing. And I need to start looking at the camera more. Maybe I want to get some guests in here. That was my recap of all the stuff that I just forgot. So right now our subscriber count is at 227 people, which is, again, awesome. I do have it. Great. There's a chat box here on the side, so I didn't know that was actually working. So I'm really happy to see that. It's been there. I may have had it covered, though. So I'm glad to see that the chat box is working. Fantastic. Again, there is no way in hell I could see that print. But it's good so that in later versions, people can see what the hell I'm talking about when I'm responding to someone. That if I respond to them without just reading what they said first, they can actually see what I'm responding to. So that's cool that's there. I just noticed that. So you also notice that I don't have the goal thing right now or the current viewer count. It's because I don't know what they are. When I hit the button that actually moved everything, I think it had something to do with my restarting the app. Because earlier today when I was testing everything out, it worked fine. I was playing with something else and everything worked fine. And then when I restarted it, I couldn't get my camera lined up. I'm like, did I shrink? Did I move the camera? What was it? I couldn't figure it out. No, it was just the screen was off. So now I have to move everything back. but the other icons are off the screen, and yeah, the whole thing's a weird mess right now. So I'm just glad I was able to go live now. So I do want to point out something here. A lot of times when I say the words "thank you," it comes off as slightly disingenuous. I hate getting gifts. I hate people saying thank you because I don't really know how to respond. I sometimes feel like I'm overacting. And it's not even acting. It's just I feel like I'm overacting my thanking of them. I don't get it. I don't know why. I also need to remember not to hit chords, especially the ones that go into the microphone. And don't even touch the thing that the microphone rests on. So I don't know why. So, but really, genuinely thank you for the 227 subscribers and the however many more are going to come in the next weeks. But I also need a big favor. I need everyone to do me a favor and ask their buddies, their friends, their family to like, share, and subscribe. And that would really, really do a lot for me. That'd be about the most helpful thing, is to help me get this channel to grow, is to do that for me. So with that, I will see you very soon. I may or may not do another one this week, but if not, I should be back on next weekend, if not sooner. So thank you all for being here.